Jeopardy! Fans have been praising Ken Jennings for a job well done recently. Although longtime fans undoubtedly miss Alex Trebek, many viewers have noted several advantages that Ken may have over his predecessor. In addition to knowing a lot about the game, fans think that Jeopardy! Is just more fun with Ken Jennings. Here's what they're saying. Prior to his death in November 2020, Alex Trebek was the host of Jeopardy! For nearly 37 seasons. He died of pancreatic cancer at the age of 80. Some fans have started watching some of the older episodes of the game show featuring Trebek as Ken Jennings' invitational tournament kicked off on Friday. After getting the chance to compare the two hosts, many fans seem to prefer Ken over Alex. While that may come as a surprise, there are reasons for this. First, Ken reads the clues so quickly that the players get to finish all of them. I can't even remember the last time they didn't get to all of the questions. And as a result of this, they've got more for the contestant interviews, one viewer wrote on social media. Another fan agreed. I've been watching past seasons with Alex on Pluto, and there's no question that Ken has a quicker pace when reading clues. A third viewer pointed out that Ken Jennings has an advantage over Alex because he was once a contestant on Jeopardy! He can relate to the contestants and talk to them about things Alex couldn't, the person wrote. One fan pointed out that the way Ken interacts with the contestants feels nicer overall. He will give a quick explanation when someone gets an answer wrong, and according to the fan, it doesn't sound like bragging because we know he knows. Another chimed in, pointing out that Ken Jennings also encourages the contestants with a good job when they get an especially hard clue right. It took years, but the producers got it right at least with Ken as host, the person wrote online. In 2021, Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik were named co-hosts of Jeopardy! The pair alternated the episodes they would host. Despite fans not really caring for Mayim, this continued on for 2 years until she was abruptly fired in the fall of 2023. That being said, viewers still have plenty of pet peeves that they don't care for when it comes to Ken Jennings. For instance, the inaugural Jeopardy! Invitational tournament kicked off last week. To shorten it, Ken started calling it the JIT. Several people argued that the name JIT should have been left on the drawing board and grew annoyed that Ken continued to use it. Since its debut in 1964, Jeopardy! Has become a staple of American television, capturing the hearts and minds of millions of viewers around the world. The iconic game show, hosted by the legendary Alex Trebek for nearly 4 decades, set the gold standard for quiz shows. Trebek's wit, calm demeanor, and deep respect for the contestants made him a beloved figure in pop culture, and his death in 2020 left a void that seemed impossible to fill. In the wake of Trebek's passing, Jeopardy! Underwent an extensive search for a permanent host, ultimately landing on Ken Jennings, a former champion who had made history with his record-breaking 74-game winning streak. The transition was met with mixed reactions, as fans who had grown up with Trebek were understandably reluctant to embrace a new face behind the podium. However, as the months have passed, a growing number of fans are voicing their opinions. They think Ken Jennings is more fun than Trebek, and they are embracing the change. The transition, a tough act to follow. When Alex Trebek passed away after a battle with pancreatic cancer, the Jeopardy! Team was faced with the difficult task of replacing a host who had become synonymous with the show. Trebek had hosted the quiz show since 1984, shaping its identity and guiding contestants through countless trivia rounds with charm, humor, and a deep knowledge of a wide range of topics. His calm and respectful demeanor, combined with his subtle wit, made him a natural fit for the role. It was impossible for any successor to match his legacy, and fans were anxious about how the show would fare without its longtime host. In the wake of Trebek's passing, Jeopardy! Turned to a rotating slate of guest hosts. From legendary players like Jennings and Brad Rutter to well-known faces like Katie Couric and Mayim Bialik, the show tried out various figures before settling on a permanent host. It was ultimately Ken Jennings who took the reins, with the announcement sparking significant debate among fans. Would Jennings, known for his knowledge and sense of humor, be able to fill Trebek's shoes, or would he fall short in comparison? Ken Jennings, a new kind of host. Ken Jennings is no stranger to Jeopardy! Fans. As the longest-running champion in the history of the show, his 74-game winning streak became the stuff of legend. Jennings' sharp mind and ability to recall obscure facts made him a fan favorite, but it was his personality and relatability that truly endeared him to viewers. He was witty, self-deprecating, and approachable, traits that made him a natural fit for the role of host. When Jennings first took over as the permanent host, there were inevitable comparisons to Trebek. Trebek's style was famously understated. He was calm, composed, and often used dry humor to great effect. Jennings, by contrast, is a bit more playful, openly engaging with contestants and injecting a bit more lightheartedness into the show. While Trebek's approach was more formal, Jennings has brought a more casual and fun energy to the show that many fans appreciate. His friendly banter with contestants, occasional jokes, and willingness to break from the traditional Jeopardy! Format have made him a hit with a certain segment of viewers. Jennings' knack for keeping the atmosphere light while still maintaining the show's intellectual integrity has resonated with fans who were initially unsure about the change. Many have noted that Jennings has a more accessible and fun persona, which contrasts with Trebek's dignified and sometimes distant presence. The fun factor: a new energy for Jeopardy! One of the most common comments from fans is that Ken Jennings feels more fun than Trebek. While Trebek's dry wit and calm demeanor were part of what made him so beloved, Jennings brings a different kind of energy to the show. He's not afraid to make jokes, engage with contestants in a playful way, and show more of his own personality. Jennings' humor is often more visible, and he doesn't hesitate to make lighthearted comments, whether it's a playful jab at a contestant's incorrect answer or a self-deprecating remark about his own mistakes. Jennings' casual approach has resonated with younger audiences, who are drawn to the more relatable and conversational tone of the show. Jeopardy! Has always been known for its intellectual rigor, but with Jennings at the helm, the show feels a bit more approachable and fun. He interacts with contestants on a more personal level, often sharing anecdotes and showing genuine excitement for their accomplishments. This lighter, more interactive approach has created a warm atmosphere that fans find refreshing, particularly after the somber transition following Trebek's passing. Jennings' willingness to be a bit more informal with contestants also seems to have broken down some of the barriers that can sometimes feel like a divide between the host and the contestants. While Trebek maintained a professional distance, Jennings makes an effort to connect with the contestants as people, not just as trivia players. His playful remarks and occasional missteps, which he's quick to laugh off, add to the show's charm, giving it a more human touch. Fan reactions. Embracing the change. While many fans were initially reluctant to accept a new host, the overwhelming sentiment now seems to be that Ken Jennings has found a stride as the permanent host of Jeopardy! Ken brings a warmth and energy to the show that makes it feel more personal and fun. "I never realized how much I missed that until Trebek was gone," one fan tweeted. Another fan remarked, "Ken Jennings is like the cool older brother we never had on Jeopardy! He's smart, funny, and knows how to make the game enjoyable for everyone." It's clear that Jennings' fun-loving approach has struck a chord with viewers. Fans are drawn to his humor, his authenticity, and his ability to make even the most serious moments feel a little lighter. While Trebek was undoubtedly a legend in his own right, it's hard to deny that Jennings has injected a new vitality into the show, making it feel fresh and exciting again. In addition to his playful banter with contestants, Jennings' chemistry with the Jeopardy! Staff and the audience is palpable. His relaxed demeanor makes it easier for contestants to feel comfortable, and this comfort translates into better performances. Whether it's a heartfelt congratulations or a laugh at a contestant's witty response, Jennings' warmth has made Jeopardy! Feel more like a celebration of knowledge and human connection than ever before.